preparing right now for the 2026 Health Optimization Cruise informational meeting. And so if you're watching this on the replay, just be sure that you don't waste time and go ahead and move forward in the video to the point where we start talking. And if you're just tuning in right now and seeing us, we'll probably get started talking, I'd say by 3:30 at the latest. So you can just kind of hang out and watch us set up in the meantime.
No, I could have brought my key. I should have
Josh. What's your name?
Bob.
Pleasure.
This is the next year. This is Josh.
How are you, Josh?
Yeah.
Hey,
He was at the
pleasure to meet you as
vegan
well.
fest in Cape Coral. He was one of the exhibitors there too. He did a great massage therapy on me and you wow, man. You got me spoiled now. I gotta go back to
That's not a bad thing. It's the best thing I could ask for, right? Yeah, I got my started as a physical therapy for a while.
Mike, are you okay if you give a home giveaway at the end? At the end of my presentation, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Giveaways.
What's that? Yeah, right. Any way that we're able to kind of give back to benefit. How long have you guys been doing the program? Okay. That's fantastic. What have you found in that transition? How's that been working for you guys? Are you enjoying like getting into the whole travel aspect? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What's the other feeling for you? Okay. Yeah, so that you get a little bit more like intrinsic component out of this side of it.
tickets for it.
Because I help people stay in their homes.
Yeah.
I probably could work for Pepsi or something.
Yeah. That you have a lot of contracts going on there.
I almost applied for a job. I know you too.
Yeah, that's interesting. You were able to kind of tie it together. That's awesome. What's
Put your name down here.
Yeah. All right, Josh.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talked for a while. So that's fun to meet you.
Yeah, same here.
This is my girlfriend Courtney.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Go. Okay, I got it all for you.
I'm trying to remove this.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
I got some more.
I got it.
Look at my hand, like all this, what I can.
I got the little.
Oh, you got it down,
I got the.
Yeah,
So
it normally, we fall off normally.
I know.
I love it.
Hey.
It's
You know what?
the H. That cable.
Mike has it. Is this the one, Mike?
The cable?
The cable?
That would
Cable's
go
already
back
plugged
here.
in, I have it
Well,
right
this is
here.
Hilton. This is
Yeah, I've got it, can you turn on the television?
Yes.
I've got the cable over.
We'll be waiting for the battery.
Oh, you need a battery? What kind of- what size is it?
He went to get a Publix.
Oh, I thought I might have some in the car.
Yeah, they were talking about it, he was busy, he was focused.
Josh,
So you were talking.
pleasure to meet you as well.
Yeah.
It's fantastic what you have here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mike had that. Mike had that. Good thing there's always a public close by, thank God. All right, turn it.
Nice to see you too. Oh, you too.
Great.
Should be captions.
Hi, I'm well, how are you?
I may have deleted it, I'm not sure.
Hi, nice meeting you. Hi.
Yes.
Thanks.
Where's the?
So feel free to get any brochure, flyer.
Hi.
She was. Yeah. Did you go to the Naples one too? Did they go
I'm
to
sorry?
Naples?
Yeah, she
You
was at
Naples,
our
right?
table.
Yeah, so it was
Great.
great.
Yeah, she was about friends.
Oh, awesome. That's really cool.
One of your friends.
Left downstairs, down there.
Are you on here to hear?
Is that it?
Oh, okay.
Linda.
You just met her earlier. Your son's here. Your son is probably.
That's mine. Why don't you grab this from the back? Give it to me from the back. From the back of the table. Here. Give it to me from the back of the table.
Do you think there will be enough space?
She's, I just met her earlier.
Thank God I brought my,
We haven't spent any
Got it.
time together, like one-on-one, until we went to her event, and was just wandering around on the farm.
See this working now?
So that was fun.
Wait a minute.
Then we sat together at dinner, but there was obviously other people at the dinner, and it's interesting, because I was talking to this couple at the very beginning, when we got there, and we were sure the farm. Can't remember exactly now. He said, oh, I'm not even health issues, but I don't think so. Or anything, and then
Okay,
you
here's my available.
I've got it plugged in over here, so the logo will come up if you.
Yeah.
Can you try one? You try number one?
Number one. Yes.
This is sparkling,
Wow.
no unsweetened, no sugar, so that you guys get thirsty.
Source.
And it's
Yeah, so we're gonna move to one.
No, I need to issue out to my kids.
Oh, yeah, well, actually, we're gonna go
My
first.
parents are slow, I thought I was gonna go solo.
We'll do introductions, we'll leave this here, and I'll leave cable.
Okay, so it's almost like the second.
Oh, yeah, it's like,
So just like it,
HDMI.
can I just check it out? Can I just check
Yes,
it? Put it
that's-
on?
yes.
No,
We have another HDMI.
Just like, you have another HDMI?
All right, well, then we can just, yeah, we can do the source button.
So you have this, so can you?
Yeah. On this, there's there's a second one.
Okay.
So this is, this is our new logo. We've just created within the last
I like
month.
this, but I'd rather have my, Zambia logo, I mean, really, we have so many beautiful images.
Yes, well, actually, this part in the middle though, this is our
New
new,
logo.
well, I mean, you see the double helix for human DNA going through the middle, and this kind of goes with all the health optimization events that we've had. So this happens to be a cruise, so there we go. We add that to it. We have a safari too. The background's a little different on that, and that's why we decided to do
Is
this.
this the only part that is definitely?
Oh, all of this is, we
No, but
designed,
the cruise ship is
That also.
on.
no, this is something that we hired a designer for. This is our own. Yeah, that's why we want to show this. We want this to go with the event so that people know that this is, well, because we have, as far as we know, we have the best of every single aspect possible for health. And we want people to know that this is the cruise, this is how you identify. You know, so, because in the past, Liz did an awesome job as a designer of the nerd brochure, but the average person doesn't know, they're not gonna be able to identify between one and the other, you know, so. Yeah, because I remember when you saw it, and you went, you said, oh, is there a celebrity ship on
These
there?
are Spanish olives, so everyone, I'll explain to them, they have to be careful because they have the little seeds. They have the little
Number
pits.
two.
Right.
Yes. Number two.
I'm sorry? Yes.
Josh.
Nice to meet you.
So I've heard about this for years.
Let me know when you're ready to test.
And I was met with Liz, his husband, a few weeks ago. And
What was the event?
the Vietnamese, they do a street festival thing. Yeah, and I've worked with them. I would operate a massage therapy for exercise.
Just let me know how to switch to a different source when you're ready.
What are you doing after this?
Yeah, and then Courtney actually owns a mental health clinic.
Yeah.
For my ears.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw it.
I flipped it so fast.
I saw it, but I don't see him up.
Liz,
There we go.
Okay, so does that mean?
It'll go, it's like a go, yeah. There we go. How's that? We can see it now.
Yeah, there we go. Now I'm happy. Now I'm fine. You can do whatever you want.
I wanted to make sure this is.
Perfect.
So you know what to do when you're done, you just switch me and
I'll be the DJ.
You got it.
DJ, hit it.
So that's how I was gonna say. What about yourself?
Is there a reason that you transitioned to? Wow.
Okay.
My son's mom.
Hi, go in. Go France with Sarah.
Just with the fitness they push those to for the day.
In England.
What my schedule is. I understand there's a right way. It was extremely difficult.
Make sure we have these people Welcome. Find a seat. It's in the setting here. Wherever you like, except for this side. This is the management side over here. And this yes side.
No.
So it's like the whole point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Friends coming in.
That's all right.
The bathroom is in the back, all the way to the back.
You lost them.
Where since you got back?
He's got about 2 legs.
How long have you been involved with?
You're all watching.
The magic key. The magic key on board the ship.
Nice to transition it. You go to the doctor, you gotta use Casey, you're like, oh, my God. So like, my friends is food.
Yeah. She's awesome. Chef.
There's all these other things you can do that was especially after one of the best things that I got besides the health benefits was realizing the quality of your toast.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You actually start using seasonings, spices, accessories. And once you start using it, you can actually
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thanks for the public.
You're welcome. You texted them.
I was waiting for, I called before and they took the call back, whatever. But you the time anyway.
Well, I checked the website, it's fine texting you. It's out about doing stuff. You're full. No, but it's right there for my computer. Check it out. So check the menu.
oh, this looks really promising. So I texted that back, I think.
It's right down the street? Yeah, it's right down the street. It's just on the other side of, Boardwalk, right? It's,
No, it's like Arroyo.
it's just changed hands.
The menu looks great. It says like.
This is a quick plug.
Yeah.
So I called and my friends about oil. This is the chef. So much for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't ask him though, what's on the thing?
Yeah.
And he gets the cabinets and things.
Yeah.
Assuming that he needs to do.
Yeah, because when I heard from my friend Mike on the drum, older guy, he's like 80. Anyway,
Was
we've
he at the
always.
potluck? Was he at the farm?
Yes, he was there with his son, actually, at the farm. But we were always talking about different possibilities, and he sent me an email. I'm like, whoa, like I'm like, this doesn't sound normal. First of all, so and I'm like, I'm always an optimist, but I'm like, I don't think this is right. That's just kind of what you know.
I'm always
Yeah.
skeptical.
Yeah,
As
I
you
can't-
know.
Yeah. There's very few places, especially in India, we can never go.
When you come to Columbus, down the place.
Yeah.
It's right around, so I'm always looking.
Yeah.
And right before I left, I found this company, or this restaurant, and I was communicating back with the chef, and we went to North Carolina, I finally had a conversation with them. Anyway, now we're down here, and so they send friends. Who introduced me to this nice restaurant. He had a heart attack, the one right there, strip. They went, took friends who followed us. 3 days later, their kids came in, who are in their 30s, and married, and they went back and had, so they just keep going and going, and I supposedly can't breathe, and so I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find it down here.
Do you go back and forth to Columbus a lot?
No, I
No.
just do the 4-8, spend 8 up there and 4 down here.
Gotcha. So you guys are actually snowbird.
Yeah, we're still too.
Yeah, is it the Carolinas where you guys are? or
Well, we're all over the place.
Yeah.
We're mainly up in Virginia.
Oh, that's
We started a farm up there, growing season up there. So, yeah, we're working on that all the time.
What about Virginia?
Well, it depends. She has a condo in Reston, which is just west of DC in the suburbs there.
Yeah.
And then our farm is in western Virginia, so it's a couple hours from there, it's in the mountains.
It's over, Voyage, Virginia?
Yeah, that's a little further away from DC. We're in Highland County.
Okay, so you guys are up more.
Yeah, you know where Highland County is?
Thereabouts.
It's no, most people have never heard of it because there's only 2,000 residents. It's
Yeah.
the lowest population density in eastern Mississippi, lowest total population as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all mountains.
Yes, the environment is just absolutely breathtaking up there.
Yeah, we're up on the ridge. We call ours Mountain Ridge Farm.
Yeah.
It's a single lane gravel road, biggest one on the ridge, and that's where our property is right at the top. Huh? Oh, all northern fruits, grapes, cherries, and figs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's man, good for you guys.
Yeah,
Way
that's,
to take advantage of I didn't know you guys were in.
yeah, that's newer because it is an opportunity. We want to get more involved.
Yeah.
We think it's very important because even if you are super strict with your ingredients, the only way you know what the ingredients actually are is if you grow them yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just taking somebody's word. So it's important. It's an important aspect.
Yeah. Do you guys have long-term goals? Have like a full-time homesteading style situation?
Right now, we'd like to have more alternative living. It's got a cabin property, it's 400 property. So we're looking at reuse that property. And when we're renovating the house, I'm like going through by hand, actually with pickaxes and hammers and saws and redoing the whole thing myself. It's going to be art gallery on the inside because I really got all the. We started on social media when we got there almost 2 years ago, and it just exploded. Like we've got more people in our group than there are in the county. We've got 3,600, I think, this morning, and only 2,000 people that live there. So everybody knows who we are. Everybody likes all these photos that I've been taking. It's all nature. You're immersed in nature up there. So all these landscape photos, and they're like, I call them photographic artwork is what I call it, because they're enhanced photos, but they're enhanced I mean, they're actual photos,
Yeah.
but they're enhanced in a way that looks more like art. And I've got like, I don't know, probably 100 of these images that I've already put on screen, and everybody really likes them. Comes to the whole thing, the art gallery of that.
Yeah, you can make it like an immersive space that you can actually bring people to and
Yes, well,
actually see.
multi-purpose. We try to use and do things that check off more than one box each time. We kind of bring everything together. Yeah, definitely nature while we're there, and like the forest bathing. It's a new thing.
That's ignorance.
Well, they say that if you immerse yourself in a forest, which is trees with leaves on your head that they grow actively growing, they emit these phytosulfates, is what they're called. They're organic compounds, not volatile. But they're some kind of organic compounds that actually are good for your health, for your tail. So the more active growing leaves that you're under, they're constantly showering the sun, and your tail, that's actually been shown to be beneficial to your health. That's what our property is, almost 100% forested acreage. So the areas that we're growing in is the houses. So that's another thing. Another box that checks off is forested.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's good to know.
Yes, it's not, none of the stuff we talk about is new information actually, right? Yeah, we don't claim to have discovered anything.
They do that for like certain type of something like that.
Yes, and another aspect of this little box this place checks off is immersive in nature, because when you're there, it's so quiet. You can go many times that whole day and not hear a single human-made sound. And there's very few places where you can do
Yeah,
that.
it's hard to find where you're that.
Yes, that's why we purposely, I intentionally went there. I know I was going to go for 25 years, but I've been looking longer than 25, almost 30 years. Been looking for that long and couldn't quite, I mean, timing's everything, and it didn't really work out until about 2 years ago. I figured it's time to go for that one too,
How many acres?
17 acres.
Yeah, that's enough that you guys can do a lot.
Yes, yeah, but it's plenty of room, but we're not gonna develop it, it's all,
No,
mostly,
yeah.
it's 95% old growth forest. When I say old growth, we're on the mountain, so you're not gonna have thickest, tallest trees, because down we just don't do that.
No, it's a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just that, only certain types of trees will survive. If you don't get different weather up here. And, I talked with these owners, a single property from one of the late 70s, and built the house himself by hand in the early 80s. And he said that he was one of those trees were up since at least 1950s. So, because he, I just did this house with a fireplace, and I just take my chainsaw and just cut off all the fallen branches. That's what we used to burn.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have, have so many trees just shedding their branches all over.
Yeah, once you have that much around you, like you're just seeing taking down a lot to survive.
Yeah, just give whatever the trees provide. That's what we're burning, and then we ash, and then we work that into our compost a little bit, along with all the other organic stuff that's going in there. So yeah, all gets regenerated.
Yeah.
No, well, it's not a regular house. I mean, this was built by somebody on the town. So we're actually in a nice spot. It's 100% off everything. So we don't have one door. We're trying to put maybe, we have already barrels of like rainwater, flush toilets. There's a toilet, but there's no shower or anything. That was gonna have to be put in for us.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
How do you get that out there?
What's that?
How do you get that out there? And like,
What do you mean?
like,
She said like what process and steps would you take to start incorporating a shower and stuff like
Oh,
that?
well, I'm gonna say, I'm rebuilding the whole house by hand, myself. We did hire one contractor to redo the crawl space to seal it off, so it's energy efficient. It actually has a crawl space, even though it's actually built like a real house foundation.
Yeah.
So I just gotta I'm just gonna rebuild it myself. Yeah, we'll talk more. We got so many things we're working on.
Yeah.
Welcome. Come on in.
Well, I'm already signed up with you guys.
You never, yeah, you're gonna learn about our cruise and have an amazing meal.
Should I hand over those? Or?
Yeah, I'm Mike.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. All right, thanks for being here. Yes, you can have a seat wherever you'd like. And the food will come out soon. No, it's 3:24.
It's either a week or 10 days, and they make $6, $5. During the day, when.
Yes, been on. These microphones are on right
We're getting ready to start the programming in just a few minutes.
You can bring the table closer that way. No, you're fine. I'm gonna stand back here. That way you'll be able to get it. Very nice to meet you. Yeah. Hey, how are you? Hi, good. How are you? Good. I'm Sandra. Sandra. Hi, Carla. Nice to meet you. Mr. Brian. Tatiana. Yes. Nice to meet you. Courtney. Tatiana. This is no sugar. Yes. No sugar. This one good? Yeah. Iced tea, regular water. This is sparkling.
They're all separate. Looking out on
Wait a few more minutes.
Yeah, right.
Menu or do you recommend it?
And then you guys can cue me. We have the salad ready and appetizer. So whenever you want me to start bringing some things, I can just cue you.
Yes, we're just about to start. So, yeah.
Okay, so I should bring out some of the salad.
And we'll announce the menu unless you want to say it.
Yeah. Yes, is everybody here?
Yes, so we'll start we're going to do a little introduction, and then we'll let you say a few quick words. You want to read the menu?
I'll go through it.
Okay, that's what you can do. You can go to the end, and then I'll hand off to somebody.
Business card.
It's the same as you can go over. Well, yes. You can, I can send this to you. I'm going to send it to
No, it's fine.
Okay, all right, yeah. It's basically what you sent me. Okay. Yeah, she knows. And then we'll do a quick introduction. We'll do a quick introduction, and then Kristen will announce the and then you go, and then we'll give our little ask you for Yes. Quick introduction. The owner's going to close the show. She's going to announce the menu, and then we're going to so we are ready to go. All right, we're ready to start.
Okay, I guess I'll.
Hey, everybody.
On this side.
Hey, everyone. I want to welcome everybody here. I know that there are some familiar faces that I've seen before and some that are new to our events. So we want to welcome you for being here. And I want to let you know right away, this is a unique experience. You can't just go out to any place and get food like this. And of course, this is health optimizing food. We're going to tell you about the health optimization cruise and what all that means if you're not familiar with it. So I'm Mike, 55 years young. My last name is Young. So I call myself Mike, 55 years young. This is my beautiful wife holding the little microphone in the white there. Denise, 54 years young. So you don't have to, but we're about HealthSpan and longevity. Okay, so that's why I kind of focus on that. We also, just so you know, the idea of what we do with our nonprofit is we curate events with food that doesn't harm humans. And we have to be very specific to do that. And really, we're the only people that are claiming to even do that right now, I think, right?
Yeah.
So another thing we want to tell you is, what can this mean for you? Well, you hear the word healthy thrown around a lot, but our goal is to eradicate non-communicable disease. And the way we're going to do that is by practicing the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine and the 6 pillars of healthy vegan food, which is what you have here today. And that's what our cruise is all about too. You're going to learn about that as we go. If you don't understand what I just said, you're going to learn why we do it and what the benefits are for you and how this whole thing actually works about eradicating non-communicable disease and why it's important. So I don't know, Denise, is there anything you want to mention here before we get going? Because
No.
okay, what we want to bring out first is Kristen, the owner. I think she's back there. Hilton, you want to see if you can grab Kristen? Because she's the owner, chef. This is a real mom and pop place. Yeah, this is a real mom and pop place, and you're going to hear from the owner chef about the menu that you are about to experience. You're going to experience it while we're kind of giving our little presentation here. And then, of course, we'll have plenty of time for Q&A afterwards. So give a round of applause for Kristen, the owner here.
Thank you so much and welcome.
You can, let me show you.
That's okay. I could use my teacher voice.
Well, this way you'll get on the recording.
Oh, okay.
Down below. You don't have to hold it.
Like this?
Like
Okay.
Kind of like that.
Can
There
you
go.
hear?
You can turn around.
That's okay?
There you go.
Good?
There we go. Perfect.
Well, thank you everyone and welcome to BC and Paellas. So the highlights of this luncheon or early dinner tonight will be a brown rice dish. So the brown rice has been steamed. We use no oil. And you can always request this, if you like it for parties or if you come in. And it'll have a blend of squash. So orange butternut squash, zucchini, green and yellow squash, some onions and fresh herbs. And we're going to start you off with a salad. So this is a light salad, and in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, it's a slaw. And we did not add any salt. So it also has some avocado, fresh herbs, some cucumber, pickled onions, and a little bit of strawberry in the slaw. And then followed by the salad, we have a couple appetizers. So one is a potato dish. In Spain, we call them patatas bravas, but they're usually done a different style there. So we adapted them. You still have your patatas, but they have been boiled, and then it's with and apple cider vinegar, which also was drizzled on the salad too. So we cross our ingredients often. And it also has some Dijon mustard with the seeds to give it a little bit more robust flavor. And cornichons, those are European little pickles that we diced into the salad, into the potato salad. And then the other appetizer, it's a roasted cauliflower dusted with a curry blend that I blend myself. And then you'll have your rice dish. And then for dessert, we just thought something light. So we have some fresh local Florida oranges with some maple syrup and some mint and some more fresh herbs. And we have drinks, waters, the lemonade has no sugar, it's sparkling. I have non-sweet iced tea. If anyone later or during would like some hot coffee or tea, you can let me know. We can prepare that for you as well. But I'm here if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoy your lunch and all this great information. And thank you.
All right, thank you, Kristen. Like I said, this is a real mom and pop. This is something that Denise and I look for because we travel all the time. Of course, we do travel event like this. This is one of our travel events. And we always like to do the best that we can. We like delicious food, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't want to harm ourselves. So Bo is here from Celebrity Cruise Lines. Denise, you want to introduce Bo? We've met her before on some videos that we've done before.
Yeah, this is Bo from Celebrity. Would you like me to put the microphone on here?
Yeah, so Bo is going to tell you all about the ship, okay, which is amazing. And actually, hold this. There you go, perfect. And you don't have to put it right next, like right here is fine. And I'm going to get the source on for you, right? We're going to make sure you have your HDMI too. And it'll pop up right there. All right.
All right. Thank you so much for having me today. This is like the smallest venue I have ever presented in many, many years. I love it. It's so cozy, so great. Thank you, Mike, for having me. Thank you all thank you, Liz. Liz is come here, Liz. Liz is your travel partner. I am with Celebrity Cruises, but she's the one that does all the work for you guys. We communicate, we work very closely together to really put together some incredible vacation experience for you that is all about vegan, healthy lifestyle. My name is Bo France from Celebrity Cruises, and I have been with Celebrity Cruises for 38 years. I started when I was 5 years old. So I'm not gonna tell you what my age is because you can calculate that. So today is all about you guys. So we're gonna talk about, let me see if this is moving. Okay, it is not. What's going on? This is typically it's on. Huh. All right. The remote is not working for whatever reason. That's one thing I didn't check earlier.
Space bar to move it forward.
I think I'm just gonna. Okay, it's on.
By the way, the picture that you see on the screen
Excuse me one second.
is the best restaurant that you could ever think about as imagination on a brand new ship. This is a brand new idea from Celebrity. Have you ever thought about a floating restaurant? that you can dine on deck 5 and under the stars on deck 11. So romantic, right? So this is an incredible innovation from Celebrity. It is
Okay.
floating all the way through.
Thank you. Sorry. Thanks for catching. Thanks for trying to. So, anyways, my clicker's not working, so I'm going to use my hand here. So, bear with me here. Okay. We'll start out with saying my Celebrity Cruises is real. Like I said, being with the company for so long, I can tell you it's a great brand to be in. And the reason why I'm there for 38 years is because it's such a great company to work for, as well as a great company for guests like yourselves. So nothing comes close. It's really who we are. It's what we really are about. Nothing comes close is our slogan, our tagline. Celebrity is simply different, as in you're never vacation any other way kind of different. I'm going to let you enjoy this video for a second. Looks like it. Can you?
I feel like new sunglasses, like brand new pair of jeans. I feel like taking chances. I feel a lot like 17. I feel like windows roll down new city streets and cars. I feel like anything can happen, laughing. You take me right back to we were kids. That's all. I feel like this, like when I brand new.
This is we are as a brand on our videos, and to be honest, is we are different as you'll never vacation any other way kind of different. We mean what we say when we say elevated. We absolutely strive, we deliver what it means to be elevated every day on board our ships. We want to make sure that we exceed your expectations at all times. So everything is thought about that 1+ moment we live for every day on board our ships, and every single person on board is empowered to do just that. This is your cruise that you're going to be going on. This is your optimization, a healthy cruise. I do have your logo in there as well. Yeah. So it is a really great cruise that was chosen for you guys, a 7-night Caribbean cruise. In January 18th to 25th. It is a really nice itinerary because you are going to be visiting Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and in between beautiful itineraries and beautiful beaches and great islands. Excel is the beautiful ship you're going to be going on. This beautiful ship is not even here yet with us. It's just being built just for you guys. It is going to be here in November. The first sailing is going to start November 18, and we cannot wait to celebrate her. We are very, very excited. She is one of our Edge class ships. We have 4 of them already. She's a number 5. She is going to be amazing. Everything that the Edge class ships have already, which we're going to go over right now. But one of the things that is new on this beautiful ship is this bazaar. We basically close in that gap between the itinerary, the destination, and the ship. We bring in you the destination into the ship by using this bazaar, which is one of the new the newest thing that we actually announced recently. So the must-haves that you go into any island and you say, I have to get that, I have to get this. We're bringing it to your ship, to the ship for you. So that is one of the newest things that we're doing on board this ship that the other ships don't have. Bring in the flavors, bring in everything. Some of the greatest luxurious accommodations you're gonna ever have on board the ship is on Celebrity Cruises. Starting out with some beautiful, simple, to me this is an entry-level kind of veranda cabin. So imagine yourself, this is a simple veranda cabin. All of our verandas on board our Edge ships are what we call them infinite verandas. This is the first in any of the ocean liner type infinite veranda means there is no threshold between the room and the veranda. So it's open, it gives you more space on the room, gives you that ability to have floor to ceiling window throughout the whole cruise. You really don't feel like you're close. It's just an open, beautiful. The minute you walk on board in your room, you have that feel. And everything is automated. With the push of a button in your app, you can open the doors, the veranda with a push of a button, half of the veranda of the window that is floor to ceiling comes down and then opens up your veranda. I call it an air-conditioned veranda. You can be in there throughout the day. You can open it or you can keep it closed, but you have that opening throughout it. There are two configurations when it comes to the bedding. You can have a bed right by the window, by the balcony, or the bed a little bit in the other side of the room. So that gives you a different perspective. It is up to you what you like. But those are the two configurations that we have on board for the verandas. Concierge class is another category of the cabins that you choose. And it's a room that comes the same exact one as the one we just talked about as a veranda. The difference is the amenities. It has concierge amenities. We add sparkling wine upon a request. We add daily delights upon request. We have a pillow menu and so on forth. A lot of great amenities that comes with the concierge. If that's something that you like, the addition of the concierge, the concierge amenities, you can just ask for a concierge cruise, but the cabin itself is exact same as the veranda room. And then we have the aqua. This is my healthy lifestyle aqua. This is exactly what we call healthy lifestyle category. It comes with your own dining, specialty dining called Blue, and also comes with spa areas that you can access to. In this case, a thermo suite has 8 different things in a thermo suite that you have access to throughout. There's like hammam, like the scrub, like the hot tub. Everything is included. You can actually go in 24/7 is open to the aqua class category guests. If you choose this room, this type of room, you have the access to all that. And it comes with all this exclusive dining restaurant, like I said, fully immersive next to wellness experience, and then the access to Blue, as I said, and also the spa area. And it also comes with some great room accessories in addition, like your yoga mat. You can have your yoga mat. You don't have to bring your yoga mat with you. You will have one waiting for you. So you can take your yoga mat anywhere on the ship throughout any time of your cruise, just to meditate on your own anywhere on the ship. You can do that when you are in the aqua class. And other also other scotches also that were available to you as well. And then we go from the verandas to the suites. The Sky Suite is the entry level suite that we have. We have 6 different suites on board our ship, on this particular ship. So you'll have to choose from. And this is like your entry level. Look at how beautiful, look at how big and spacious. It is 319 square footage to begin with, and the veranda alone is 79 square foot. It is absolutely beautiful, stunning, and very comfortable. And it's all of our suites are actually include the butler. This is actually the only 2-level verandas that we have. The 2-level edge villa, we call it. It is stunning, by the way. And the pictures, they don't normally do justice, but I think they did very good with this picture, to be honest. And the greatest thing about our ship and this ship that was chosen for you is that it was built with the outward facing design, which means anywhere you are in the ship, you are enjoying the destination. You are looking at everything that you need to, the reason why you went there to begin with. So this is, like I said, 2-level. Everywhere you see, whether you are in your bedroom or you are in the living room, you are by the pool, that your little whirlpool in the middle of the room, you are looking at the ocean and really enjoying the beauty of the ocean. This is the view from, this is the water and this is the view from it, basically. It's really stunning. A highlight for this one is that it has an access to the pool from upstairs. So you have the room to go directly to the upstairs, right straight from your room, which is a great feature to have. 950 square footage. It's pretty darn big. And then, of course, the iconic suite. Guys, this is bigger than my house. I thought I had a decent house. And the 1,992 square footage. This is like the top of the line that we have. It sleeps 6 people comfortably, beautifully, and it has pretty much everything. You got your own Peloton in there. Look at the room to sleep in. It's literally looking at the ocean, floor to ceiling windows everywhere you are in this beautiful suite, iconic suite. We have 2 of these iconic suites in each of the ships. Absolutely gorgeous, stunning. The balcony literally goes around the entire suite from one side to another, and the jacuzzi outside your balcony areas. It's amazing, beautiful. And then all this suite that I just mentioned, all these category suite, they all go into what we call the retreat. So if you're in the suite, you are in the retreat. The retreat is a ship within ship. It's an area that is exclusive to the suite. They have their own pool area. They have their own restaurant, luminaire. They have their own lounge area throughout the day, open for them. It's stunning. It's beautiful. If you love the suite life, you have your butler service. They can literally, from shining your shoes to packing to unpacking to taking all of your reservations, anything you need, they are there to do it for you, and they are amazing. You want to take them home when you're done. That's what everybody likes to do. So the retreat, as I said, look at this beautiful, this is only for the guests that are in the suites again. This is a beautiful part of the retreat sun deck, upstairs and downstairs. Again, this is the luminaire. The location is a very important with every single of these areas. They are all located in a beautiful part of the ship where there is nothing to stop you from enjoying the views. Everything is open and the floor to ceiling windows. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the lounge for them. And of course, this is the solarium for everybody to enjoy. The retreat, like I said, was for the suite, but everything else that I'm going to show going forward is for everyone to enjoy. You have the solarium, which is an adult solarium. You will not find any kids in here. There is the other pool where the kids can go, but this one is and then the aqua. This is actually one of my favorite spa cafe. Talk about the healthy lifestyle, healthy eating. This is personally my place to go after my workouts, right from the gym to my spa for really morning, breakfast, or lunch bites throughout the day. You'll always find something there to enjoy that will fit your diet or your type of healthy lifestyle. This is the resort deck. This is open for everybody. You have a lot of great spaces all around this beautiful ship to enjoy. The pool is literally almost an Olympic-sized pool. You can go and do your workout in the morning if you choose to, something that you do. You bring in your lifestyle on board the ship and you can do that. The art is exactly beautiful everywhere you are, whether it's at night or during the day. This area is absolutely stunning and happening all throughout the day. The art, one of the most beautiful arts you're gonna find, one of a kind, is gonna be on board our ships, and every different ships to have different one of their big art that is identical to them. Rooftop garden, gorgeous part of the. How many of you have been already on the ascent? You have in here. You have. You've seen this part. It is really happening. It's beautiful. You can go anytime during the day and you can have it for yourself.
We have like our own fitness classes.
You do it there.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh, it's perfect. The fitness class is happening there. It's gorgeous. Again, it's all open. The opening here is everywhere. And then you got this, what we call it, the cantilever pool. That just imagine yourself sipping your favorite drink and you're sitting right there straight out to the ocean. Absolutely stunning and a great way to really enjoy and rejuvenate when you are on board our ships. So there's a big pool. There's a huge TV over there as well for if you want to watch a movie or simply enjoy what's out there. Sunset bar. Absolutely stunning sunset bar. It was designed beautifully. This is where you want to go. The minute you can walk into the ship, just put your luggage wherever you can put your luggage if your room is not available.
Based on the timing of our cruise, I think every time we go, right, we pull out of Miami Fort Lauderdale, and
Yep.
You can see, you go to the back bar
Mhm.
and you can see the sunset
Yep.
as we sail away
Yeah, sail
from
away.
the port.
It's a beautiful part of the experience and sail away here when you come in. And every time we leave the ship, you're leaving a harbor or leaving one of the ports, you come out here for a drink and enjoy yourself. It was designed, in this case, in this one here, was designed with the Moroccan flair. It was Nate Burgess was the designer. He's actually an ambassador for Celebrity Cruise for many years. He's also one of the best designers out there. He loved Morocco, so he had brought in his flair with all these arches here on this ship. And of course, the Grand Plaza, it's the epic center of every Edge class ship. So you will have one specific for you for this ship that you're gonna go. I don't know how it looks like yet because we don't have all those details. But it is really, it's similar to what you're gonna see here. Every one of them has an incredible, it started out with the Edge and then the Apex, and then we have the Beyond and the Ascent. They all are absolutely spectacular. This is where the hallmark of our ship, which we call the Martini Bar. So our Martini Bar is usually where it's happening there. There's a lot of great music going on. There also silent disco happens over there too. And this is like a 3 levels right there. When you sit in the middle, you can be on the Cafe Al Basho, one of my favorite part of the ship. And then you can look out there, down from there, and you're watching all the people enjoying themselves and enjoy it. It's a great music, great live music. Very, very cool. So, but this is literally the center. Once you're here, you know exactly what direction you're gonna head for your whatever you go into your room or going somewhere else. It's really a great center to make the ship even more easy to go around. And we can't, we were talking earlier. She's like, people say, oh, they go on the ship and they gain weight. Absolutely not true. Because A, you're eating healthy, as you all do. And plus, you have an incredible gym. You can go there. You can either participate in classes that we offer there, or you can simply use all the machineries, all weights you can possibly. I personally go there every time because I love that place.
Yeah, we actually lost weight. We lost 5 pounds in a week. I lost 5 pounds in a week.
Yeah, Liz says she lost weight. Yeah. Yeah.
4-course dinner.
When you,
I mean, where can you lose weight on a 7-day cruise? Right?
and enjoy yourself at the same time.
A vacation you don't have to recover from. That's what we call it.
I love it. Yeah, that's really good. I love that. A vacation you don't have to recover from. It's definitely my motto. Yeah.
The dish was so delicious. We repeated many times.
That's right. Yes.
The dessert, they were bringing 2 desserts.
Yeah, all you can eat. Yeah, we don't have any portion control with the
there's
food
no such
specifications
thing.
that we
You're
have.
already eating healthy. You don't need the portion
Yes,
control.
that's right. And you still lose weight.
Absolutely. Love it. So in addition, then you have like I said, look at how many, all kind of equipment we have for you to use, should you use to go there. And of course, our gym is like, look, you got the Peloton, you got the training, the suspicious, the bikes, you got the meditation classes, the yoga classes, group classes. It's all up to you how much you want to do, and the personalized training as well as nutrition seminars. We do always have the nutrition seminars and consultants if you really are interested in participating in any of that. All that is optional, obviously. The spa, second to none on board this beautiful ship. You have the most amazing, I don't care, land or sea, a spa is on this beautiful ship. You have everything you can possibly think. It features about 120 types of spa treatment that includes 7 types of massages, facial, acupuncture, and even Botox. Believe it or not, we have all that on board the ship, and they're doing very, very well. We are all about this. This is like part of what Celebrity is all about. We really believe in all that we say, reducing carbon intensity every day. We have actually goals to make sure that by this year we are bringing all that bringing it down double digits by zero journey. This is really big initiative that's going on. Also, Blue Green Promise. We also have an incredible initiative there. We have introduced that Blue Green Promise during a few years ago, actually. So it really is on target to do just that. And the first net zero cruise terminal, which will be another initiative that no other cruise line has ever made. So this is a big one for us, and it was the first one in Texas. very, very big initiatives that we do. And we are really big on sustainability and keeping this world better than we left it. And that's
Do you
really
have an
important.
example of how you reduce carbon intensity?
Well, I can send you all that information, absolutely.
I just want one.
I'll send you that details, all of it. I don't have all. It's a really all. Yeah, I mean, it's on our. We are a public company, so everything is out. You just go to celebrity sustainability, and you'll have all the things that we have. I cannot really personally tell you which one, but without messing it up.
Actually, I will mention that
I think
one
I
of
gave it to you too one time.
probably. I just want to mention that one of the reasons why we've chosen a brand new boat is because just like with new cars, whenever you have the newest version, it's subject to the strictest regulations of everything. And so that's what this boat will have, the strictest regulations. And even if you look online and you see like a rating of different cruise lines, that's just an average of their entire fleet. We get the best. So that doesn't, an average of the entire fleet does not represent the boat that we have, which is the best that you can possibly get.
For example, the Ascent doesn't idle while it's parked at port. They actually plug it in and recharge it electrically. So you'll see all the other cruise lines that are still running their diesel engines. You'll see the exhaust puffing smoke.
Yeah,
The Ascent and Excel don't do that.
Yeah, they call it like a plug-in at port, I guess, right? That's what
Yes,
it's
plug in
called.
a pool, correct.
Incredible how
Yeah.
they recycle the
Yeah.
water, you know?
And recycling the water. That I can tell you personally because I've been in this machine in the whole process, and it's amazing. The gray water and the green water, they have all names for all the type of waters and where they have to go. And recycling is huge for us because they have so many. I mean, I've personally been to these rooms where the engineers only go, and it's like really an eye opener of what they have to do to make that. This is a big initiative overall for us. Thanks for asking. And for booking, for coming in today, I am personally offering $100 in onboard credit for anybody that is here today.
All right, that's awesome.
For veranda and above, and you already have the details. Okay. And any questions?
All right, yeah, anybody else,
Thank
more
you.
questions? I know that Carla will get you the information that you asked for from your question, but anybody else have any questions specifically about the ship? Because we'll get to the other
Yes.
stuff. Any specific ship questions? And like we said, this is brand new.
Any-
Yeah,
Well, do they do ships tours? Sometimes
ships tours. Yeah, you can book a ship's tour on there. Is that
When
right?
you are on board the ship, you can book it. Yes, I mean you can. I mean Elizabeth can help you.
Any other questions for now?
How many people does this ship hold?
About 3,000. Say the 3,000, similar to the Ascent and the others. Yeah, it's not considered a bigger ship. It's actually the perfect size, honestly, because there are much bigger ships that to be able to consistently deliver the great and the premium product that we are absolutely making maniacally focus on every day. A bigger ships, it's just hard to do it. So we have the perfect size. That's what we call our size, really.
Yeah, and actually, we wanted to give you some input too. Just let everybody know, one of the things that we think is best about our event here is the professional entertainment, right, Denise? Why don't you tell everybody what you think? We were just talking about that in the car on the way over here.
Oh, yeah, like if you're familiar with Broadway style plays
Yes.
or Cirque du Soleil,
Yeah.
that's what their stage looks like. It has all the lights and the sound and special effects. It's
But also
really
the
cool.
theater on these
Yeah,
beautiful ships. There
this
are
theater
AMEX
is really
theaters that
pretty.
they are they're part of the entertainment. So everything you're looking at, not only that the entertainers are doing what they have to do, the dancers and the musicians or the singers, but the screens behind you are absolutely part of the experience. And it's literally there's no obstruction between wherever you sit in the theater. It's pretty awesome. It's only on Celebrity Cruise on the Edge class that started.
Yeah, because if you've all ever been on a cruise or in theaters,
Yeah.
'cause we've been other ones, it's just like it looks like a regular theater, but this is like almost like a theater in the round with giant walls of LED screens and lights everywhere.
Yeah.
So it is immersive,
IMAX.
I would say. It's almost like the show's just for you, no
Yeah.
matter where you are.
Exactly.
And the entertainment is so high quality, I can't even,
Yes.
I mean, for real. I mean, I'm not like an entertainment person usually, but I just want to tell you that this is involved in our event. Every show will just wow you. And I know people always say, under promise and over deliver, but it's going to wow you. I'm just telling you for sure. And the other thing is Denise and I went to not even in the main room. We went to one of the events that you all had on the ship this past time. We went in January, which was the second year. We're going into the third year now. And there was like a Elton John tribute piano thing with one guy on the piano.
Yeah.
And that was just amazing. I mean, that was just like one of the smaller venues
Yes.
off of the main one.
Right.
I mean, I'm just telling you, like, be prepared to be wow, this is like one of the best vacations you'll ever take. Forget the fact that it's going to not harm your health. You're going to be better when you come home.
Right.
I'm just saying it's an amazing vacation just in its own right.
Yeah.
There's singers, there's artists that they
Yes.
brought from all over the world.
Yes.
They bring it in. Last year, we had a comedian that kept us laughing from the beginning to the
yeah.
end. Do you remember that, Mike?
Yeah, the comedian was always funny. Yeah, and our educational components end before the big entertainment and starts in the evening. So you'll be able to go to classes all day, especially when we're at sea, and still have dinner, and then still go to the entertainment at the end of the night.
There's a question over there. Boarding, sometimes boarding and tendering, there's terrible bottlenecks, and how do you guys?
There's terrible what? I'm sorry.
Bottlenecks, like on MSC.
Well, that's because you were an MSC. You're gonna be so blowing about this.
Yeah,
You do not. That's not even comparable. You are comparing oranges to.
bananas.
Feedback. We had feedback
Oh,
this year.
yeah, it's
Yes.
it's really easy. Yeah,
Yeah, the boarding, we have it really down packed. In fact, people are like, first of all, it's facial recognition coming out. It's like literally walking out, leaving the ship like nothing. Going in, everybody with letters. It's a
Yeah.
seamless. It's a seamless. I have not heard about that from our side in years.
I'm used to waiting in line and having my ID
Yep.
ready, and you just walk up with your
Prepared to
QR
just
code
walk
on
in.
your phone and keep on walking. And
And by the way,
we
you
have
have
to
an
wait
app.
for anything.
Yeah, you have to sign up an app. Everything is an app. It takes enough time. But by the time you get in, everything is already in your app. We have it. You scan your passport from home. You do all that. It's like 1, 2, 3. Like anybody can do it.
Yeah, I want to give feedback too that we receive. We're always asking for feedback on every aspect of this, even during the event, because I'm constantly in communications with Celebrity, and they're amazing. They just on the fly will implement changes. But I can tell you, just getting on the ship this time, this is the second year, a lot of the feedback initially was like, this is the smoothest, quickest onboarding process I've ever been on. And they've been on multiple cruises. And I was just amazed. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Because I know it was for us, but we're the organizers. We get on early. Everybody else that was the general feedback we got. So
Yeah.
great job.
Depending on
Thank
the
you.
category also that they book, you have priority boarding.
Yeah, it's for your suites. So, but everybody literally walks in. But yeah, with the priority for guests that are in the suite is different priority. But at the end of the day, everybody really is on board. It's seamlessly.
All right, excellent. Well, we have more time for questions as we go. So round of applause for Bo from Celebrity Cruises.
Thank you all for having me and enjoy.
All right, now I think that Liz and Hilton are going to come on. And do you have any video to show, or do you want? No. Okay. Well, let me flip back to the logo we have of the cruise.
Yeah, we have some videos from the cruise from this past year. For the first time, we brought on board a photographer, a videographer, and his assistant. So we have incredible videos that Mike can share.
Yeah, actually, if you want to go, just see, we'll send you this. If you bought tickets, which everybody did, I think, through Eventbrite, I'll send you the link out. But our YouTube channel is called aPlantBasedDiet.org. aPlantBasedDiet.org. If you type that in any browser, it'll take you to our YouTube channel. And there was a playlist, a new playlist of all these videos that Liz just mentioned. We have 7 videos, some horizontal, some vertical, and you can share them on your own social media. They're amazing. I mean, we had a professional company that was doing the promotions for us. They volunteered for us before, and we're all volunteers, by the way. So that link will be sent out to you. So don't worry about remembering it. It'll be sent out to you. But I want Liz to,
Yes.
take time to talk about the event.
We also have some great option here for accommodations. If anybody wants to have an extra brochure, we have extra brochures here too. We have the flyer. We also have a few brochures on the retreat area that she talked about it, which is a ship within the ship. Is an exclusive area, upscale, very nice for this luxurious brand. And we have today the special offer for this event, which is the $100 on board credit for your stateroom for Infinite Veranda and any category above. Plus, we have the 75% off. 75% off the second person. And we have two options with this group. We have a group package that includes your basic Wi-Fi and your drinks. It could be, different types of drink package that you can choose from. And also the 20% gratuities are included. We also have the promotional rate, and those rates do not include the Wi-Fi, does not include the drinks, and you can, select what you want. Different prices, different packages according to your needs, okay? And we have different categories for this specific group. Interior, ocean view, it's all on the flyer. If you look at this yellow box right here, on the left corner of the flyer, you're gonna see the package description there, and also you're gonna see the information on the prices. So depending on the category that you're looking for, interior, ocean view, any infinite veranda, concierge level, we have suites also available. So it depends what you're looking for, we have it for you, okay? So, also, Bo has something special for you all today.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
A little drawing here.
This drawing today.
For the lucky one.
Yeah, and I like the idea that you are almost ready to go. We just need your key tags here with you. Yes, this is very handy for your cruise.
Let's see who's gonna win this. I'm gonna first. It's a nice blanket, celebrity blankets.
Wow.
And the winner is ticket
your
number
ticket? You
ending.
have
Does
the
anybody have their ticket? 202081. 081. Who's 081? Somebody's
Ooh,
here.
okay, congratulations. Awesome. Thank you both so much for the beautiful presentation that she gave it. She came all the way from Miami, driving almost 3 hours to get here. Now she's heading back to Miami another 3 hours. Isn't that awesome? We have incredible presentation for somebody driving all the way from Miami. Thank you so much.
Did you enjoy your dinner, pre-dinner? Early dinner? And thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. I'm gonna pass the mic back to you guys. Thank you.
I'll take it. Thank you. So yeah, Mike was mentioning about the best of everything. We think the ship that we're going to be on is the best because it's only going to be 2 months old at the time we sail on it. I don't even know if it's out of the docks right now. Its first sailing will be in November. So that's better for the indoor air quality. I don't know if you've ever been on an older ship before, but we've been on some really old Royal Caribbean ships that smelled like mold, and we're getting paint rolled over the rust on them every day. And it just wasn't as good of an experience. So we really like the ship. The food is the best. We've been on other vegan cruises, and Mike always gets sick from the amount of sodium that's in the food. Even if they can do it without oil, he still ends up feeling sick from the miso and the salt that they put in the food. Or we'll get bored of having steamed veggies for breakfast because that was the
Yeah, a lot
only
of
thing
times
they
if
could bring.
you are trying to be compliant with the healthiest food you can eat, you don't get that much of a variety. Our cruise is the best, like I said, with the food. I mean, it's gourmet meals, super tasty meals, and everything is unique. And actually, the chefs take it as, I'd say, a challenge, right, on Celebrity. They just
Yeah.
rise to the occasion, and they like Bo said, they exceed your expectations, which is amazing, considering what we're asking for is nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Nobody else is doing it.
Yeah, it seemed like some of the chefs were tired of cooking the same old thing for everybody else, and they liked us to challenge them with cooking stuff the way we liked it, but still flavorful. So the last thing that I think that we have is the best is the education. We have actual board certified lifestyle medicine doctors on the ship that will do presentations, and the group is small enough that you can catch a meal with them and ask them questions on the side. And some of them even do consultations. So those are optional that are available. So I know there are other vegan cruises out there that have vegan food, even some with, a little higher quality of standard, but
Yeah.
some of the presenters, if they even exist, don't actually practice medicine. they're
Yeah, they're
authors
just
and
spokespeople. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Did you go through all the list?
That was it. That was
Okay.
the three of the best things.
Well, yeah, let me also mention, we also think we have the best time of year for a cruise because we're about health, okay? Now, we all know that Florida has a winter. I mean, it got really cold at the end of January this year, didn't it? Do you remember that? Well, that's when we're going to the Caribbean. It's not cold there.
in January.
Okay, and the sun is nice and warm and the days are longer. So that's actually part of health. We believe that is part of health because if you kind of take the opposite, a lot of our neighbors up north, they come down, they couldn't believe the difference, of course, because it's more like hibernation weather up there. And good health is about living life to the fullest. So this is the best time of year to get into the Caribbean is January. We firmly believe that's something else that separates us from someone else because we're having this health event in the middle of January. So let me go through this slide so you understand the framework of our event, why it's different, what you're going to get. Okay. First of all, we mentioned that our nonprofit curates fun experiences with food that doesn't harm humans. Okay, remember that, because we're the only ones saying that. Okay, that's just the world we live in. Now, how can I say that, make that claim? Well, let's say first of all, 80% of all medical costs are due to poor lifestyle decisions. Okay, they're due to non-communicable diseases. And that's why we're the only ones that can say we're going to give you food that doesn't harm you, because most people do. That's where these lifestyle diseases come from, mostly the food. And another thing you want to be aware of is that also 80% of all deaths are caused by non-communicable diseases. What are non-communicable diseases, Denise? You want to give some examples of what these are?
Like heart disease, diabetes. I'm sure you can think of others.
Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, most cancers. Let's say you can talk about like neuropathy, all kinds of other things that are the result of insulin resistance. These are all non-communicable diseases. You probably know people that have this stuff because 80% of all medical costs are those things. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to eradicate all non-communicable diseases. The only way we can do that is if it's the food that's causing it, give you the food that doesn't harm you. And you'll find that with the way the human body works is when you give yourself the gift of food that doesn't harm you, your body will regenerate. And if you have a non-communicable disease, in most cases, it will heal itself. That's the way life works. You need to kind of get out of your own way, if that makes sense. I don't know if you ever heard people talking about that. What you need to get out of the way of is the bad habits that almost everyone does. That's why 80% of all medical costs are this and 80% of all deaths are that. We haven't been taught the right way. So some of you know I wrote a book called Live to 150, and all it is different health span and longevity habits, because everyone was taught the wrong way, including me. And I don't want to be one of those people that ends up with all these non-communicable diseases. Right? We're both in our 50s, mid-50s now, and we don't have any non-communicable disease, and we don't have to go to the doctor other than once a year, I guess, and ask our doctor how he or she is doing. And everybody should be that, because that way you can just go and do whatever you want, whenever you want, have as much fun as possible, right? And of course, we want this vacation to be educational. We realize we have a big chore. If we're going to say we're going to eliminate or eradicate non-communicable disease, we have a lot of work to do. So what better time to start some good habits than on vacation, right? Because, and how's the food too? Let's talk about the feedback from the food. Don't think that, now this is a one-off meal. First of all, we have challenged the chef here to produce this meal for us because this meets the super strict nutritional pillars that we have. And first of all, let me go through the pillars. We have the 6 pillars of healthy vegan food right here. Now, number 1 is whole plant fiber. The dish must contain whole plant fiber. Number 2, 0 animal products. So it is vegan, 100% plant-based. Number 3, 0 added oil. Plus, to clarify that, we say that you cannot have more than 10% of calories from fat. The reason why we say this is because this is what creates insulin resistance. All the evidence points to this. You will create insulin resistance when you provide overnutrition to your body. It will hurt you at the cellular level where you can't see it. So don't think that you have to, be overweight or whatever. I had a 201 cholesterol level when I was 25 years ago, and I changed my habits at that point. I still look the same, okay? It all depends on your fat level. You got to eat a low-fat diet. There's no question about that. That will prevent almost all the non-communicable diseases. That and the next one, zero added salt and sodium. Everyone is eating a high-fat diet. That's just the default diet, unfortunately, and they're also eating a high-sodium diet. And in order to have a low-sodium diet, you have to have zero added sodium. Why? Because all plants already contain sodium. So if you add sodium, you're going to get too much. That creates a whole slew of issues, which you will learn about on the cruise if you don't understand them all right now. And then number 5, zero alcohol. It's a group 1 carcinogen, unfortunately, so we cannot call it a health food. And number 6, zero refined sugar. However, you can use dates, molasses, and what's the other one?
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup. Yes, those are mostly whole foods, so you can use those. So basically, everything that you're eating now meets these requirements, super strict. Like I said, you can't even go to a restaurant. Again, this is the proof as to why 80% of all illnesses are non-communicable diseases, 80% of all deaths, because you can't even go out, except for here. So we're glad that you're here. What you're getting is a very unique and forward-thinking meal. And then every single meal on our cruise is like this, right? Now, what does it taste like? Okay, now this was a challenge to the chef. She doesn't normally do this. We're very thankful that she has done this for us today. But I can tell you, we have experience now on this cruise. We're going into our 3rd year. First year, I'd say the feedback was, okay, Mike, it's pretty good, but I don't know if everybody's quite ready for this yet. That's right? Is that what the feedback was?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we heard, because a couple of the dishes were a little bland.
Yes. Now, like I said, Celebrity is amazing. We are constantly in contact with them. They're constantly taking feedback from us. We're constantly on the fly, improving things as we go. So every day is actually better. So now that we've got 2 cruises behind us, we got feedback again. And I'd say the feedback, and you can tell me what you think, if this is correct or not, was that, okay, as long as you do not lower the quality of the food, forget what we said the first year. You don't have to kind of do anything less. Just keep going. And a lot of people said they wish that the whole world could be like this when they get off the boat.
Right.
And that's kind of the vision. That's what the world will be in the future, okay? We're just the only ones doing it right now. And also, I want to clarify, too, that you can get cooked food with us, like you're getting here today, or you can get 100% raw food if you want, at your choice, or you can have anywhere in between, a combination of that. Again, that's also something that nobody else is doing.
Sometimes the raw dish, like the raw lasagna, people thought was better than the cooked dish. So if you can't decide, you can always get both.
Yes, you can get as much as you want, as long as the food, this is what I want to say, all diets work, because everyone was taught wrong, including me. Unless you've learned almost all the good habits and are practicing them, all diets will work, because the average person is so far off of where they should be because it was not taught. And again, we teach this on the cruise. The other thing is that the problem is with all diets working is that most of them will make you sick or they're not sustainable. Now with this diet, you will not get sick because of the diet. In fact, you will get better the more you eat the food, and there's zero portion control. You eat as much as you want. And on our cruise, there's unlimited food. If you like an entree, you can have 2 of them. You can have 3 of them. And we encourage that. And like Liz says, people are still losing weight on the cruise.
Same
and you
with
may
the
wonder,
dessert.
how's that possible? It's because everyone else is off on some other paradigm, which is called illness. Okay, we are about health.
Yeah. Not just the entrees, but the desserts. You can try all the desserts if you have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, and everything is gourmet. I mean, think like $100 meals. Like you paid a good penny to be here, but you didn't pay $100. But you would pay $100, I'd say, for almost every lunch and dinner that we had on that cruise, at least, if you were able to even find somebody to make you that food. And so there's tremendous value, I'd say, in this event.
Yeah.
Huge amounts of value.
Yeah, we heard that the food was really good this past year, that it didn't need any refinements anymore.
Yeah, so our challenge is to keep it going. I've already talked with Celebrity and the chefs who we are in constant communication with. Like I said, even since the cruise, I've been messaging them. And we have logged everything they did, and we're going to make sure that we're going to start off 2026 where we left off in 2025. And like I said, hey, chef, please make sure you don't go backwards because everybody's going to be pissed at me. And he's like, don't worry, we'll make it better than it was in 2025. That's what he told me. Okay, so everything is about exceeding your expectations. Don't think you're going to be eating cardboard on this cruise. Okay, that's the thing. There is another world that no one's told you about, probably, because like I said, no one else is doing it but us, and this is new for us, right? This is the 3rd year we're going into this. 2024, 2025. So it's actually only been a little over a year that we've actually had events, even though we've had 2 behind us now because of the timing.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me get into. You want to say some other things?
No, I was going to ask if you're going to go over the lifestyle medicine.
Yes. Who's heard of lifestyle medicine? Raise your hand. One, two, okay, I know you guys. Okay, so everyone else is new to it, which is, I expect, because again, 80% of medical issues are due to non-communicable diseases. 80% of the causes of death, non-communicable diseases. It makes sense that you have not heard of this, because what we are about to tell you is the future of medicine. It's the way to work these concepts into the existing medical system. And by the way, we don't give medical advice, but if you want to talk to us afterwards and you want to say, hey, Mike, you got a doctor in Florida that does this, we'll give you names. We got names, okay? So 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine. This is basically just good habits. Guess what? All these good habits will prevent, halt, and reverse most human diseases. And of course, number 1 is plant-based nutrition. We clarify that with our 6 pillars to healthy vegan food. Their plant-based nutrition is not specific enough because they're trying to appeal to the entire medical system. And by the way, anybody who's certified, board certified in lifestyle medicine, in most cases, they take your insurance. That's the other thing. Okay? You don't have to go out of your system to get this kind of care. Number 2, physical activity. On the cruise, we're up every morning before sunrise. If you want to join us, it's totally optional, and we're walking the deck. Because we want to get 12,000 steps a day. Physical activity is absolutely required so that you do not basically develop non-communicable disease, right?
Yeah. Try to get our walk in early in the day so we can enjoy the entertainment after dinner.
Yes, so this needs to be worked into your lifestyle. And like I said, Denise and I, through our regular lives, we try to get 12,000 steps a day. That's our goal. Get 12,000 steps a day. It's all you need. Just walk. You don't need to do anything incredibly intense. In fact, I don't want you to, because you'll probably get hurt. Just do some basic stuff. Just keep moving. That's all you got to do. Number 3, stress management, okay? When you're on the ship with us, you're going to be having the time of your life. You're going to forget about everything else. But you also need to work that into your regular life. And you will hear a lot of the education. All the education is actually wrapped around these 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine. You'll hear different strategies to reduce stress in your life. You absolutely need to learn these things because, again, this stuff was not taught to anybody, I don't think, except for some new babies that we know, because there is a new movement of this for sure. Number 4, restorative sleep. I recommend, actually, well, the Infinite brand is awesome, okay? You can black that out. Or an interior room. Get some dark room on the ship, actually, and they all can be like that. So you just need to get some good quality sleep because that's the repair time. Everybody has struggles. Everybody has things that they do to themselves. And good quality sleep is the repair time. Your body will repair naturally if you give the right conditions. And quality sleep is super, super important, right? I know I hear this from Denise all the time.
Yeah.
Because she's much more sensitive to the quality of sleep than I am. I will say, and of everybody who has partners, not everybody's on the same page. Actually, that's one of the benefits of this cruise. If you have somebody who's not in 100% plant-based, they can go somewhere else on the ship and eat. But I wanted to also let you all know that we have our own private dining area. So in order to get this food with 6 pillars of healthy vegan food, you have to dine with us, but you can always go somewhere else. If you have somebody who's not 100% on board with that, still enjoy the vacation and still learn because it's a journey for everybody. But talk about sleep.
This is the only cruise line, by the way, that has 4 main dining rooms. 4.
4 main dining rooms?
That's a lot of dining rooms.
Also buffets. Most of the cruise line is only 1, and this has 4.
Yeah.
Plus the specialty restaurants, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But remember, we have our own private dining area as part of this event. The only way you're going to get the 6 pillars is by dining with us. Plus, you get to meet people and talk to people. It's kind of like intimate like this, only we have a much bigger group. So talk about sleep, though, your sleep.
I track my sleep with my Fitbit. I try to get 8 hours a night, and I try to get an hour and a half of deep sleep because if you're familiar with the Dean Ornish study, he did a study on reversing heart disease and a study on reversing dementia.
Yeah, reversing is the key.
Yeah, you need that hour and a half.
You don't have to have it, even if you have it now.
It gives your brain time to repair and clean out all the toxic junk.
Yes, and also this education that we're talking about that you can experience on the cruise, there's 3 full days because we have 3 days at sea. The other 4 days are at port. You get to have fun, go out and do whatever you want. The other 3 days when the ship is gone from place to place, you have multiple choices of presentations or activities to do all day long. Or you don't have to do any of them if you don't want. But I'm just telling you, there's that much education we have packed into this, so much. And you'll always find something that's like, hey, this is not really appealing to me, but this is, and learn. That's what I say. I say learn because it may sound like, okay, Mike, you're telling me that 80% of all medical issues are due to non-communicable disease, 80% of all that sounds depressing, right? It sounds
Yeah.
really depressing.
Yeah.
But the good part is all you have to do is kind of immerse yourself in this education, learn what you were never taught, even though your parents loved you and did the best that they could. They actually gave you the wrong information. That's what I'm here to tell you. Because the world's not supposed to be everybody's sick. There's something seriously wrong, and that's why we're shifting the paradigm with what this event is, right?
Social connections is next. You'll get to meet other like-minded individuals like yourself and share tips and tricks at dinner, like where to shop for dressings. And when you go on excursions, you can plan them together. I got to swim in 2024. I got to swim with a doctor, Dr. Strickland, and his wife, who's a nurse. We swam with stingrays, and somehow I felt more comfortable swimming with the stingrays with a doctor and a nurse nearby.
Just in case.
Yeah, so that was nice. So you'll get social connection.
Yeah, and then number 6 is avoidance of risky substances, which could be just about anything, I guess, but definitely that's why alcohol is on our list. I mean,
Smoking.
any kind of addictive substance, any kind of harmful substance, so that's the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine. Again, has your doctor ever talked to you about these 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine? I'm just curious. Raise your hand if your doctor has talked to you about this at any visit you've had. Okay, you see how much, you understand why we're so optimistic, because we only got up to go. Okay, and up means a reversal of any kind of condition you have. And don't think that I am trying to point out a bunch of negative stuff. Let me explain. I actually am a fan of non-communicable disease, because heart disease, cancer, what are the other ones?
Diabetes.
Diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and all the complications with that. All that is a warning sign. You guys have seen the check engine light in your car come on, right? Okay, now that just says, hey, wake up. Something's wrong here. Same as non-communicable disease. Something's wrong here. The thing is, if you've ever had non-communicable disease, has your doctor said, hey, now that you have this, let's figure out what's causing it and let's reverse it. Has your doctor ever said that? Raise your hand. I know Paul, okay. But you see, no one else is Now, why did they not tell you that? Because with your check engine light, all you got to do is figure out what's wrong, correct? And then your light goes out. Once you deal with that, you deal with the underlying issue. Same is true with your health. That's how the human body works. I know your doctor hasn't told you, because your doctor is not board certified in lifestyle medicine. If you need one, talk to us. And almost all the doctors on our event are board certified in lifestyle medicine. You can talk to them. You can have dinner with them. If this is the first time you've heard this, again, I'm an optimist, okay? I just want to tell you the truth. I got to tell you the truth. But I also got to tell you the solution. And by the way, it's all up to you, but it's a knowledge and education issue. That's why we have 3 days of education on our cruise, right?
Yeah, 3 solid days.
Yeah, and you choose what you want, and you'll gain so much insight. And like I said, you don't have to do anything, because it does involve learning to prepare food in a new way, maybe adopting a few habits like exercise and things. But you will learn how to do that on the ship, and you will be immersed in that when you go with us. Or not. You can go to a steakhouse on the ship, because they have those. Okay? I'm just saying, you can bring anyone along with you, because it's a journey. If almost everyone is doing this wrong, it's the 80-20 rule in action here. We got nowhere to go with up, but at least we're going to meet you where you are and give you options on our event. You can go 100% like we do. We go 100%, but we're the organizers. I mean, you wouldn't want to see us at a steakhouse on the ship. You'd wonder what the hell they're doing.
We don't even get the vegan cake of the day from the bake shop.
Yeah, that's right. Because there is all the other restaurants, Liz says there's plenty of other restaurants. They have vegan food. They have plant-based food. But you know what? They have 0 compliant dishes with our 6-pillar healthy vegan food standard. So if you want to lose a pound a day, which is people who are losing weight, they were in our dining room, they were losing a pound a day, eating all they wanted, right? I said, no portion control, 0 portion control. We're not a portion. We didn't mention portion control. We never mentioned portion control.
No.
That's not part of a sustainable diet. You just eat what your body recognizes as food. And when you do, you will know when to stop, or you can order 3 entrees and 3 desserts like I do. Because I'm a big eater, and do I look like I have weight to lose? I'm just telling you, I'm one of the biggest eaters there is. So, I mean, and that's the way life should be. That's the way your body's designed. If you got to say no all the time to the food, your body doesn't recognize that food. If you're throwing off the error code of non-communicable disease, your body's telling you you're eating something that I don't recognize as food. I know, yes, most of the food is super delicious out in the world here today, but it's engineered to explode your taste buds, not to optimize your health. And that's where we come in.
Yeah.
So what else can we tell people? So, okay, so let's do the rundown, right? We were talking about this in the car over here. This is the best vacation you can possibly take. We have the best ship, which is a brand new ship under construction right now. They're building it for us right now. Now, why? Denise mentioned potential indoor air quality issues. Indoor air quality is a big factor of health. If you're going to be on one ship for the whole week, it better not be harming you with the air that's inside of it for one solid week, right? And that's what boats do, by the way. They grow mold because they're sitting in the water. So that's why we're the only people that are this strict about this, right? I mean, we want the newest technology, the most environmentally friendly, and no indoor air quality problems for you. Okay, so the only way you're gonna do it is at our event. That's number one. Number two is the food, the highest level health food that will prevent, halt, and reverse, according to our doctors on board, non-communicable disease. And then, of course, we're at the best time of year. You get to escape Florida winter. What are the other ones that we talked about? She's going.
You ran over.
Oh yeah, the best education, because our educators
IA is
are,
huge.
like I said, almost nobody except for Paul knows anybody that is board certified in lifestyle medicine. But we'll have plenty of these people on board. So we have the best education of not only people that are speaking in theory, because you can find all these people on the internet say, oh yeah, we know this, we know that. How many patients have they worked with that have been success stories? That's the question. The people that are on our ship, they're working with patients actively. They have success stories. They know what works. They know what doesn't work, okay? And what else? What's that?
Culinary demonstration.
Oh yeah. We also
cooking
include
demos.
cooking demonstrations. And not just cooking, but food prep, because there's raw food demonstrations. That's not cooking, actually. Raw food is not cooking. Okay, you got to keep
Food prep.
And this is all included. All of the stuff I'm telling you is included. There is no extra cost for this. Even on some other events that have cruises that look like they're plant-based and healthy, they charge extra, I believe, for you to attend the cooking or food
demo.
prep demonstrations. We don't.
Yeah.
It's all included.
We have 5 chefs to see it.
Yeah, 5 different cooking and slash food. We had one raw. One was 100% raw cooking demonstration, so you get to learn how to prepare all the food too. That paella looks awesome, yeah. Okay, so let us know, what are your questions we can answer? Because, and maybe there's something we haven't thought of in this event, because we want this to be the ultimate, it's a vacation you don't have to recover from. It's the future of travel as far as we're concerned. We can't wait till all vacations are like self-healing experiences and still have all the fun. So what else can we, okay, Carla.
Have you lined up your presenters yet, or are you still working on that?
We're constantly working on that, I'd say. We have many returning presenters in the 3rd year that have been with us for 2 years in a row. And if you check our website at HealthOptimizationCruise.org, HealthOptimizationCruise.org, we'll send out the link. You can click through. I think you have a button for look at 2025, and then another button within that one to look at 2024.
Toward the
and you can
bottom.
see who we've had in the past. And everybody practices what they're doing. I think nobody's speaking in theory, okay? This is the thing. What we've realized as our nonprofit is now 11 years old is that most everybody agrees on the information. It's just, how do you experience this when you leave your house? How can you actually go somewhere without harming yourself? And that's where we come in. Because you have to be able to go somewhere without harming yourself before this becomes regular. And we want to make sure that this is a regular part of living going forward.
Some people enjoy cooking, but we don't. We like to dine
we
out.
don't. I'll tell you straight up, we travel all the time, and we do not like to prepare food. So this is like kind of, this is definitely, I mean, if you like to prepare food, like Liz says, you're going to learn how to do that, and you're going to see cooking and food prep demos.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any questions about this? Or
Oh,
So, Carla just asked about your guys' upcoming lineup for next year. What were some things from previous years that you're making an effort towards trying to improve on, and what are some things that you're excited to bring in this year that you haven't had in previous years?
Okay, well, new for this year, I think we have Janet, who I've worked with at the Sage Circle Alliance, and Janet is, she runs a little organization called Janet's Healthy Kitchen, and she will be giving some presentations. She won't be giving food cooking demos, but she'll be giving talks about how to find and prepare food that won't harm you. Okay, she's very much in line with that.
Yeah.
And then also Cassie, who's been a guest on our cruise for the last 2 years, she just told me, you don't know this, that she is going to be a presenter going forward, okay? And she focuses on mental health, okay?
Yeah.
Now and she is actually becoming board board certified in lifestyle medicine in the mental health field. So we have everyone from every facet you can think of. We have regular aerobic exercise. We have, of course, regular internal medicine doctors. We have chiropractic.
Yeah, we had 2 chiropractors last year.
But ideally, what we'd like to see is someone from
January.
every facet of life, that requires management that could negatively or positively impact your health. And we want to include someone from all these different aspects on the cruise.
Yeah, this past January, Carolyn Strickland and Cody Stubbe, both nurses, they did a women's health talk because we didn't have one in 2024.
That's right. And I wasn't allowed. I was not allowed in the room. No guys were allowed.
The guys were kicked out.
Dr. Loomis, when he's talking about the food
Yes.
and the benefits for your body, and Chef Karen, she's cooking.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. Kind of our 2 stars are the doc and chef. Have you guys heard about their YouTube channel? It's Dr. Jim Loomis and Chef Karen Dugan. Dr. Jim Loomis was in The Game Changers. You guys watched The Game Changers with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He talks about eating a plant-based diet. Although I will tell you, the food that they show in that movie is not our 6-pillar healthy vegan food.
No.
Okay? Like I said, we are doing the best that can possibly be done, but we got Dr. Loomis, who he runs the Bernard Medical Center, which is just that's right. He's board certified in lifestyle medicine. He sees patients. He runs that whole medical center in Washington, D.C. And then Chef Karen, she runs the Center for Plant-Based Living out of St. Louis. And they are a great duo, because they talk. He talks about the science behind the food. She shows how to prepare it, all while they're doing cooking demonstrations. They do 2 cooking demonstrations for us on the ship.
Yeah, that was cool. Dr. Strickland did a presentation on how heart attacks happen.
That's right.
He gets into the more deep medical presentations.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. We know that this is a challenge for people, even if you know all the information. And like I said, one of the keys is you can't leave your house without harming yourself. Well, we're changing that part. But then the other part is, hey, most everybody around me doesn't do this. How am I expected to do this? Well, that's why we have these events. You got to start hanging around with some people that are more in line with what you want to do. Everybody becomes like the 5 people you hang around with the most. Nobody can escape that, okay? Another reason why, and that's part of the community. That's why community aspect is important in lifestyle medicine. All these different 6 pillars, you kind of got to, and there's a lot to learn, I guess, different facets about how to do these things in daily life. Little tips and tricks, hacks and stuff, right? I mean, I'm still learning stuff. There is so much to learn, but like we said, it's the future, because by a show of hands, does anybody here like being sick? Okay, nobody raised their hand, so I already know you want this. The only question is how are you going to do it? And this is the answer to how you're going to do it. And then once you learn this stuff, you're going to go out and you're going to positively impact everybody else that you meet after this event. That's what we're seeing. That's why people that have been passengers on our cruise for the last 2 years are now becoming presenters themselves. They have learned so much. And like I said, and I'm doing better. I will tell you, as a selfish comment, I'm doing better because this event exists, because I'm surrounded by more people. Because I mean, let's be as straightforward as we can. How many people in our direct family are into this, Denise?
None.
Right. So they're not helping us out. I got to find other like-minded, open-minded individuals out here in the general public who are willing to do the best they can with their health wherever they are, and who don't want to be sick. That's a bit, and yeah, it requires effort. It requires intentionality. And let's also give you another little optimistic view, is that we see people who are raising kids from preconception in this lifestyle. It's happening now. We didn't see this until about maybe within the last 5 years. We've been around for 11 years. And Liz, you've seen, some of them brought their kids on board this time, and they are just in a whole different forward-thinking, like positive. I can only imagine how much less suffering these folks are going to have going forward themselves. And one last thing I want to leave you with is, how optimistic am I? I wrote a book called Live to 150. All right. So right now I'm 55, and I do believe that when I was raised, I was taught almost everything wrong, and I would include almost everybody in here except for these people I just mentioned that are of the newest generation, that are only specific people in there. And let's say the average person lives to be 75, correct? 75, and they do almost everything wrong. So what happens if you see, you've learned about how specific you need to do. What happens if you did everything right? And by the way, everything is there's a lot more to it than just here. My book has 150 chapters in it. Each chapter is a different health span and longevity habit. What happens if you did everything right? Well, I think you'd be able to double your lifespan, and almost all of that would be health span, meaning you would not be sick at all other than a small cold or flu for a short period of time. And the rest of it is just total fun for a doubling of your lifespan, 100% health span. So I think that sounds good to anybody. Sounds good to me. And that's what I think the future is. And you all, whether you realize it or not, are witnessing the future. So go out and tell everybody and let us know. You can ask us now any questions you have while we're finishing dinner here, because I want to get some of this paella. You can ask us. Any questions for right now? Paul?
You have the same chef every year?
The same chef. Okay. I would say, first of all, we have a team of chefs. A team. Now, the head chef has been the same for the last 2 years. Yeah. And I've been concerned. I didn't know we were going to get the same guy second year. Chef Costi was with us 2 years. He's the head chef. And I was concerned about that. I'm already concerned about going into year 3. And he said, don't worry. We've already documented every little thing we've done. They've taken all the feedback from me. It's all in their system. And I don't even know how many people are in the back kitchen. We can't even go back there. Okay? No. So I know there's a whole team of chefs, and people have approached. But I give this, we know some people who are seriously into this lifestyle. Actually, you guys are too. And some people have come to me and said, oh, I could just do that at my house. And we're like, no. There is no way that somebody could produce lunches and dinners with 3 to 4 courses and never repeat a meal or a course, never repeat a course for 7 straight days. There just isn't enough hours in the day for one person to do that. You need a whole team of chefs to source all these ingredients and do everything, right? I mean, it's just
average 20 chefs under the
20 chefs. Okay. So even though we've had the same head chef, I have no idea about anyone underneath of us, but Celebrity has amazing, like I said, Celebrity tries to and succeeds in exceeding your expectations. In order to do that, they have to have impeccable record keeping and systems behind the scenes that we can't see. And everything we have done, I'd say from year 1 to year 2, it verifies that they are improving. They're not going backwards. They're improving. So even if we get a new head chef, but I have a feeling we're going to keep the same one. And the reason why is because they tell us whenever Celebrity launches a new boat, they take the best talent they can and put them on that new ship. That's another reason to get a brand new boat. Because if you get an older one, you're not.
And Celebrity was the only one who actually accepted to do your thing.
That's right. Yeah. You spent, Liz, 6 months. I said, yeah, we didn't think we were going to be able to do the event the first year. So in 2013 or 2023, we were looking through all this stuff. And I actually gave up at one point. I was like, don't even worry about it, because we're asking so much. Yep. And we found Celebrity. Yeah, Celebrity is the only ones. And like I said, you find two kinds of people in life. There are those that are set in their ways, and they're not going to change no matter what you tell them. Because, I don't know, that's what they think the best thing is. Because, like I said, their parents who love them taught them this, and it's been a tradition, and so on and so forth. But you know what? 80% of people sick from non-communicable disease, something seriously wrong. And there's the other group of people that are like, yeah, what are we doing wrong here? What do we need to do better? What has to happen? And that's Celebrity. They're innovative, forward thinkers, and those are the only people, just like the folks here at the Paella restaurant. They're the only people we work with, because nobody else will work with us.
They accepted the challenge.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And the thing is, if you're a chef, if you're a quality chef, like I think somebody mentioned that you get bored with making the same things over and over again. When someone comes to you with a challenge, the great people, the really good people, they'll say, oh, that's a challenge, that's different. You really want that? Okay, I got to figure out how to do this. Like, we had so many different things we asked people to do, like layered cakes and stuff that met all of our 6 pillars of healthy vegan food. That's a huge challenge, because like Denise said, a lot of the layer cakes you see out in the vegan tray of the coffee shop on the ship, they're vegan and plant-based, but they don't meet they're way too high in fat, way too high.
They're really sugary and oily. So they turned around that strawberry cake just based on a picture that I showed them. They did that in a couple of days and came up with a cake
so that's
that
who
met
we
our
work
standards.
with. And that's what we think the future is. It's the future is that you get to have more fun than you've ever thought possible in your life for longer than you've ever thought possible. And that's the good news that we have to deliver.
Your grandchildren graduated from
or great-grandchildren or great-great-grandchildren and so on, right? If you're living to over 100 years old, you're gonna see a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and the health span and longevity, you probably heard, there's all these different things, you know, like even Blue Zones came out with Live to 100 series on Netflix. You may have seen that. But remember, Blue Zones talks about eating animal products and drinking wine. Two of our pillars that are violated. So if we do even better than them, what's the expectation? Live to 150. And by the way, I wrote that book long before that Netflix series was even developed. It's like 3 years old at this point, my book. So, yeah, 4 years old? Okay. Huh? Oh, Blue Zones also has oil? Yeah, okay. So the thing is, if it's your health, and I'm saying that all these things are going to harm you, again, what would it look like if you kind of took that all out of the equation as much as you possibly can? That's what we're about. That's why we call it health optimization. Because I think that the human body, from everything I've seen, is regenerative. And like when you get a broken arm, even if you have to go to a doctor to set that arm, who does the healing? Huh. We're self-healing. We just have to do the right thing, and it happens automatically.
Were there any more questions?
All right, well, talk to us anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
And thank you for listening, and thank you for being here, because, you know, whether you go on this vacation with us or not, you know, you are definitely making a difference just by being here and voting with your dollar and having this meal that you probably have never experienced outside of a few people. I don't know, maybe 4 people have experienced. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I don't, let's see. Actually, I'm going to queue up a video for you if I can. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me queue up a video. Talk amongst yourselves, and when I get this thing ready, you'll see it.
Oh, wow, yeah, so this cruise has been unreal, right? Vegan is one thing, right? It's easy to be a junk food vegan and just fake meat products and, you know, ton of salt, ton of oil, and you can make anything delicious. That is not health optimization. But to have the whole food and no salt, oil, sugar added has been just incredible. I think this is the only place that you could have that experience. The cooking demonstrations have been awesome. And I love that they're keeping the recipes simple and accessible with ingredients that we can really use and we'll actually be able to recreate at home. This has been awesome. Since I made the switch of being whole food plant-based without salt, oil, and sugar, I feel younger at the age of 50 now than I did when I was in my 30s. I can run harder and longer, recover quicker, I have way more energy. Yeah, the benefits are endless. Oh, wow, yeah, so this cruise has been unreal, right? Vegan is one thing, right? It's easy oil and you can make anything delicious. That is not health optimization. But
this is perfect. The food is superb. Can't say enough. And you're on a cruise. This is our second year coming to this cruise. First of all, you're in the middle of the ocean. You're breathing fresh air. You can meditate alone. You can be by yourself. That's very important to your well-being. Eating clean food. It makes me understand how important to be SOS, which is sugar, oil, and salt. I feel less bloated. I feel less brain fog. I'm much more happier. I'm very, very much connected with myself. And it reminds me when I come back here and I hear testimonial of people and doctors, and it just reassures me that whatever I'm doing, it's right on the spot. You do glow from within when you do this. It's worth every penny of it. This is perfect. The food is super.
I feel that by coming to this cruise, there's always something new to learn.
I've been always trying to follow a vegan lifestyle. My dream was to come on a vegan cruise, and finally I did.
I'm with people that are like-minded, very cultured people. The speakers are beautiful. It's a wonderful experience. It's nothing to be compared to any other vacation.
I learned new things, even though I've been, researching it myself, but I did learn a lot of new information. The people here are amazing. The staff is amazing. The health is amazing. The lectures are super informational. I've been here so far, this is almost the whole week, and I feel a difference in my body, and I'm happier, and I'm enjoying the food. The food is really, really amazing, creative, delicious, very good. So I'm looking forward to coming back again. And you know what? I've been eating the food and there's no oil in it, and everything is so tasty, and it's not needed, it's not necessary. So it's like an aha moment for me.
This vacation is very, very special.
It's an experience that they'll never forget. It's awesome.
I feel that by coming to this cruise,
this can be one of the most fun resets that they can experience. Not only because the food is amazing and they're in a great atmosphere and they get to explore, but also because they're surrounded by like-minded people who are going to help educate them and also just be in community with them.
Last year was the first one and the food was good and healthy, but this year it's even better.
We have excellent reviews this year about the food. All I have heard around is that the food is so delicious this year and everything is just getting better and better.
The fact that you get a group of people that you get to hang around for an entire week doing the same things that you're doing, enjoying the same type of food you want to eat, and going and being adventurous and checking out great places to explore.
A really big piece of succeeding long-term on a healthy lifestyle is finding the people who are living like you or doing it better so that you are consistently inspired.
Dr. Loomis from the Game Changers was here. His presentation for Doc and Chef was awesome. I mean, and being on Game Changers, that was one of the key movies that helped me in the right direction.
I would say that there is always a first time. So you have to give it a try. Even if you're not completely, whole plant-based diet, or if you're not vegan, we have accommodations for everybody. And I think it's not only for the food, but the main speakers and the presenters, which are awesome. I mean, the experience, it's unparalleled. You can't find that anywhere else. There are different speakers than last year. So, each one of them, they have different approach, different ideas, how to improve your life, how to have a healthier daily living. Every time that you come is a different experience, different subject. The recipes are different, the topics are different. So you're always learning. It's a journey and you need to embrace it. Once you embrace it and you join it, you're gonna feel awesome.
You should definitely come on this cruise, and the experience and the food and learning to be healthy is just the absolute best. There's no other healthy cruise that compares to this one.
If you don't come, you're missing the boat and you're missing the event. So please come and join us.
This can be one of the most fun
I went last year and I signed up as soon as it was available to come this year because I lost 7 pounds also that week. And I've been thinking about it, just ate the food, and I just felt so great that I've been motivated for the rest of the year. And I couldn't wait to come back, so I'm sure I'll do next year as well. I've been vegan since 1987 and eating this food, even though it's not like the first time I've experienced it, doing it for the whole week and not thinking about the food, and the food was fabulous then, and it's even better now because they've really improved. I've done the holistic holiday at sea cruise twice, but the food, even though it's vegan, I don't call it healthy. You know, it's enjoyable, but this one's different because the speakers are great and you get to talk to them personally. They're not hidden away. A lot of people are leery of the SOS free. Sometimes you add a little black pepper and that, you know, ups it a little bit. Your taste buds adjust also because even the first day last year, it takes a few bites and then you feel the difference. It really makes you think about what you're eating. Yeah, and I tell people, you can go on a cruise and not gain weight. Some people don't avoid them because they're afraid of gaining weight, but I cruise a lot, not just vegan cruises, but I don't make it about the food. It's just the experience, getting somewhere else. I see a lot of my friends getting old and I don't want to be one of them. I went last year and I signed up.
It's my first time on the health optimization cruise.
My husband and I signed up to come on this amazing cruise, which has been truly amazing from beginning to end. We've met so many amazing people.
Our entire family is participating in the health optimization cruise, and everybody is enjoying it.
Great speakers, really incredible food. The boat is super beautiful. You know, I travel a lot for work, have to eat out a lot for work. I try and eat SOS free, whole food, plant-based all the time. So it's really nice to be able to come on a cruise and just relax and not have to worry about negotiating with wait staff about no salt, no oil, no sugar. And really all the food is beautiful. Multiple courses at breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We've learned so many things about eating plant-based. I've learned a lot about eating raw, which has been my favorite part.
So what's amazing is that this experience is catering to whether you're just transitioning for the first time, maybe you have family members that aren't interested in going vegan, but you're like, okay, great, let's go on this beautiful cruise, Celebrity Cruise Line, which is absolutely stunning. It's definitely state-of-the-art, brand new. It has all these beautiful things that are happening simultaneous to the program of the health optimization cruise itself. But we have a dedicated place where we're having our dinners, our lunches, and our breakfast every single day. So you can make sure that you don't get off pace unless you get in your own way.
Very accommodating staff, really easy to navigate the ship, great stops, and just great to be able to get away and relax and eat a very healthy diet.
Get the opportunity to have all that while consuming the foods and nourishing your body in a way that can actually help you heal and possibly even lose weight by the time you get off of your wonderful week-long vacation. They have been so great with being able to modify, like to even make sure there's no gluten on the plate, like for us, because we don't eat gluten. They're excited to prepare these foods for us and to get better each and every time. We've been amazed with like every single one of our meals. Oh my gosh, I can't even go through all of them right now, but I've been so amazed with a lot of these desserts. And it's not like it's full of sugar because we don't have any processed sugar that they're adding in this. It's salt, oil, and sugar free and whole food, plant-based, all the pillars of health optimization, aPlantBasedDiet.org.
And now with all the dinners that we've had that have been raw and I've learned how good they taste, I've actually been choosing those dinners over anything else. It's been amazing.
If you're on the fence, if you're like, I don't know, I have family members that aren't plant-based, this is great for them too. Let them just come, experience it, be in the community because you're not alone. Not everyone on this cruise is already plant-based, okay?
It's been a great time to come on ship in January. So now we're kind of ramped up to start a great year. So that's nice.
You're not alone. If you have questions, we've got medical doctors that are also in this lifestyle. We've got nurses. You've got people from various different backgrounds that are coming to share how you can apply this in your own life. Come be part of this. You're forming a community. That's the other part too. So from what you're learning, what you're integrating, what you're applying, and then the strategies you can have later on, this is just a wonderful opportunity to have a vacation, get healthier, learn how to be healthier, apply it into your lifestyle, into your community, and into your family as well. Hope to see you next year.
Stay for the night.
It's my first time on the health.
Last one coming up.
Hey, my name's Corinne Sutton. I'm from Miami, Florida. And for the health optimization cruise, I had an amazing time.
Hi everyone, my name's Kendra. I live in Massachusetts and I'm here on the health optimization cruise, and it has really been the experience of a lifetime.
I don't know where I want your body, couldn't be oblivion. I dream I was making love to a whole new life. Learned my lesson once I skipped the reminder. I was left for me if I turn around. You let me down.
It was so relaxing. The food was delicious. And I was able to meet up with like-minded people.
What a great opportunity. Not only do I get to relax and enjoy the Caribbean and play with tropical birds and having a crazy experience with that, they're landing on my head, on my arms, I'm feeding them, I'm hitting the beach.
The reason why I love the vegan cruise versus other cruises I've been on before is because on other cruises, I struggle finding vegan food. I was just eating a bunch of rice and beans, and it sucks. How long can I survive on rice and beans? It's ridiculous. But here at the Health Optimization Cruise, I was able to eat a variety of different types of plant-based foods, especially raw foods at the highest level. Like they literally had like Michelin star chefs making delicious, beautiful art dishes. Some of these dishes look so amazing that I didn't even want to eat it because it looked so beautiful. I mean, it was amazing.
I'm also feeling good in my body because the food that they're serving is refined sugar-free, oil-free, and salt-free. So I can eat as much as I want without feeling sick. I'm not getting any headaches. There's no preservatives. There's no GMOs. They're organic as possible.
Now, one of the best things also about this cruise is the education piece. There were so many experts, from doctors, chiropractors, fitness experts, that was just educating the people when it came to optimizing their health.
The presentations of these dishes are ridiculous. It's like 5-course meal, 3 meals a day. It's crazy. I can eat as much as I want, and I'm also learning so much, and I'm meeting super educated doctors, fitness professionals, nutritionists, life coaches, and I'm gaining so much more knowledge than I already had.
Now, my total experience when it comes down to traveling and also being educated by such great experts is being able to explore different parts of the island. I went to Dominican Republic, to St. Thomas Virgin Islands, also as well as St. Martin, and it was just amazing meeting up with so many different types of people and eating different types of foods as well. I was able to like play with monkeys and birds. It was crazy.
Now I'm hoping to implement some of these things that I've learned into my daily life back at home and just become my optimal self. So for anyone that is thinking about coming on a cruise and trying to decide which one to do, this is perfect because not only do I get to eat super healthy, I also have other options too. If I don't want to sit with everybody or have that meal, there's other vegan options on the boat, and the staff is amazing, and it's just been so awesome.
Now, if you're on the fence thinking about, should I go on a cruise or not? Hey, let me make that decision for you. Just do it. It's going to be mind-blowing. It's such a great experience to learn, to travel, and also optimize your health.
You can do it, baby. Come on, come on.
All right, well, that's it. Actually, this guy right here,
That's John Markadakis. He is the guy who runs Stellar Media Collective. He was our videographer. he did all this stuff for us. So He's actually our raw food advisor as well on the nonprofit. He's done a lot of volunteer work for us over the years, so we're really thankful for him. And Stellar Media Collective is the name of his business. I'll just leave that right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is all brand new stuff, and if you want to see it or share it with friends, it's on our YouTube channel at aPlantBasedDiet.org. Just type that into any browser, aPlantBasedDiet.org. It's actually the actual name of it is the name of our nonprofit, but aPlantBasedDiet.org will take you straight there. And I'll put that on out in an email with different links that we have. I'll include a link to my book, Live to 150. It's totally free. I mean, it's just an online resource because I think everybody needs to know all the good habits, because that's all it is changing your habits. I mean, we don't have any miracle pill we're gonna sell you with negative side effects, and you don't need it. You just have to have somebody that's, I guess, open-minded chefs, just like Kristen here at this restaurant. That's all you need. Whether it's you or somebody else. Yeah, Carla.
So I don't know what the timing is when you are in port, but I assume it's probably over some meal, lunch or dinner.
Yes.
Do you provide a list of here's places where we can go that will be compliant?
There are, as far as we know, none. But if you join us, I'm sure you can help us in developing that list, because actually you're the one who even got us over here. Okay, Carla is great as a resource for that. But again,
You can go on a tour, you come back and have lunch on board.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to worry about eating outside of the boat, because your meal is there. You know, all that you want, it's right there. So you go on excursions, which usually are 3-4 hours.
Take some bananas with you from the boat.
And then, you come back and you know, the lunch is there being served for you between 12 and 2.
Yeah, and even people like towards the end of this cruise, like I said, we are operating under the concept or idea of continuous improvement, even hour by hour as we go. And I say that towards the middle to end of this year's cruise, what we were able to negotiate was we got a private room in one of the dining areas during the at port days.
At port days.
So in case you didn't want to leave the boat, we had our own private dining area for lunch with multi-course chef-developed menus too. I mean, they just came out of nowhere with this because they had to develop it on the fly.
Right on the buffet. They selected an area just for us. And they brought us the health style food.
Yeah, 6 pillars of healthy vegan food.
It's all there. So, and it's longer hours. So you could be there also for, a longer period of time. So you don't have to worry about it, basically.
I'm one of those people that when I get off the ship at 10 a.m., we're hitting the ground running.
Yeah, you get everything done. You get like a week's worth of work done in one day.
So I'm going to miss that meal, so that's why I was curious if you had.
Yeah, she's not going to make those meals. Yeah, for sure.
So along the years, that we have been changing itinerary, like, the first year was one itinerary, now is another itinerary. So most of the time, some of the islands, restaurants, they don't meet, the pillars of the health style.
Yeah, really nobody does. We found one plant-based restaurant that we all gathered. And it was interesting to find a fully plant-based restaurant on a little island in the Caribbean, but we did. People knew about it.
One in Cayman.
Yeah, that's right, and a lot of people knew about it. We ate a meal there, but I can tell you, none of the food met our healthy vegan food 6 pillars. None of it. I looked at the menu, but that's normal. Okay, that's normal at every restaurant. And I had the shepherd's pie there, okay, because I was like, well, that's unique. I'll try that shepherd's pie. And then it turned out that at dinner that same night on the cruise line, they served a shepherd's pie that was compliant.
Yeah.
It was compliant with the 6 pillars, and it was just as good. I'm telling you. I mean, and yeah, it is hard. But what Carl says, when you leave the boat, it's going to be difficult. What we recommend is people, even if you're off the boat and you can't take anything off because sometimes they don't let you, I would say just find some fresh, local, ripe fruit. You're never going to get stuff like that, even here in the wintertime. Okay, you're in the Caribbean, just eat all that. And it's 100% compliant. Food is grown as nature intended, all the water, all the fiber, all the nutrition.
And also
and
the
low
short
fat,
excursions, we try in the past, but we need to have a minimum of certain, people.
Yeah, that's right.
In order to comply with the food. So they would be willing, the shore excursion company that we work, to have this, incredible healthy food.
Yeah, so Carla, if you could help us to round up people, so that we made sure to get enough people to sign up for a single excursion on each one, we could make it custom the whole way we wanted. That's it's difficult because we're so specific and we don't have enough people at this point in time. So.
Right. Yeah, the last requirement was 20 people. We need to have 20 people at least to provide, a health vegan food. Or,
and we'll get them eventually.
a lunch or
Eventually,
something.
you heard that this boat can hold
Yeah.
3,000 people.
Right.
The upside for us is we can fill the whole boat up, okay, over time.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we're only like 100 people, okay? So right now you get to know everybody, actually, which is another benefit. You know everybody who's on the boat, you know all the presenters and everything. Like I think Emily said, the presenters are not kind of held behind the curtain where you can't get to them, because that's what it is on a lot of these vegan events. You're never going to get to know those people in person, so.
Yeah, and we met other people, along the way, cruising too, that they join us.
Yes.
They were so interested. They joined us for the culinary center for the food demonstration. They join us for the
every time we meet people, every time, right? They're like, oh, I didn't know anything like this even existed, because it didn't until a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
A little over a year, January 2024,
Right.
was the first time that it even happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yes, exactly. So it's a new movement. It's a new, perspective of your lifestyle, of your health, and I hope you can join us. So
Any other
your life can
questions
be
while we're
incredible.
talking? Any other questions? No? Okay. Well,
What is the name of your book again? Said Living?
Live to 150. The site where you can go, it's actually it's a playlist on our YouTube. You can listen to it like a podcast or audiobook. It's liveto150.org. That takes you straight to the YouTube playlist, liveto150.org. And I'll also put that in the email, so you'll have a clickable link through Eventbrite.
Awesome.
So any other questions, just talk to us individually. But, again, spread the word. Even if you don't want to go on the cruise, let other people know that it exists, because most people have no idea.
And we have a sign-up sheet. I don't know how many of you have the opportunity to sign.
Okay, and actually, please, a round of applause for Chef Kristen.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, her and her staff. And her staff, too. Food was delicious.
This sounds very exciting. I might want to sign up.
Woohoo! It's gonna have a BCN on board. BCN on board. BCN paellas on board.